Hey, here I am again. So by popular demand, I got some moms that were like, how do I just cut my kids' hair? For little girls, long hair, and little boy, short hair. We're not gonna do both right now because it would take up way too much time. So I just wanted to do, again, quarantine home tricks and tips for parents that are like, their hair is driving me crazy, that type of a thing, and maybe you didn't make it, to a haircut prior to this whole thing happening. And now we're looking at, we just don't know, again, when this is all going to end. So had a couple special requests from a couple friends of mine to just throw something up. So here we go. I'm keeping it extremely simple, super user-friendly. Remember, this is not a professional haircut, people. This is just something to get you by until you can get your kid into the proper place to get it fixed up. So I think the thing to remember is I'm obviously in quarantine, so we don't have a cute 10-year-old with beautiful long blonde hair sitting in front of me. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is you wanna dampen the hair down and just mist it down a little bit, or have them hop in the shower and just comb it out afterwards, so that you can have some control, so that the hair is not too staticky or too fluffy on the ends. So you just want everybody to kind of come to the same space. And this could actually be a real life scenario for a childlike haircut, but if they haven't had one for like a year. But anyway, what I would recommend is put your towel or whatever you're using over top of their shoulders. Obviously, Dolly doesn't have shoulders, so you want to kind of keep that in mind as we're moving through this. What I would suggest doing is, I'm going to try and stay out of the way, but if you can comb the hair down just kind of flat onto the towel, take your shear, go behind the hair that's now in the comb, okay? And then just drag that down so that it's controlled in there, okay? So that you can make sure all the hair gets in. If you need to section it, you're more than welcome to do a horizontal line across the back of the head and section it. I didn't feel like we needed to be so proper with this. But if they have a ton of hair, you can certainly comb that out of the way and section it out of the way with some sort of clip in the front, or even just brush it towards the front of the head and get it out of your way. Okay, so you've got this, towel on their back. I always like to just push the hair into the comb just to make sure everybody makes it in there, because we're really just going to trim this little bottom bit down here. So we're just going to take a straight line across the bottom. Keep your comb as horizontal to the cutting line on the bottom as you can, and just drag that across, okay? Again, this is trying to make this user-friendly here, not complicated, all right? Take that all the way across. At the end, you are more than welcome to go ahead and check that, just so you don't have any strays down there with your fingers, and just cut, obviously, right along the bottom of your fingers. The reason that the comb is nice is because it gives you a line to look at, and sometimes when we use our fingers, things can start to get lopsided. And so the comb is just really, really nice to have, again, that control to take it across the bottom. Okay, let's go to the side. So now, obviously, we've got normally a shoulder that would sit in the way like this. So we want to basically, if it's easier for you, I'm gonna do a little bit more water. If it's easier for you, you can take this and just elevate out over the shoulder, okay? And cut that line straight this way, okay? We're not gonna do any layers on this haircut. We're just merely showing the layperson how to cut a line on the bottom, just to keep that even. And then if they do happen to have any little bit of angle, we call this an angle in the front. Whoever's cutting this hair at home for your kid, tell them to stay nice and still, obviously, throughout this process, and it will go much faster. Angle your fingers down, okay? And you can just angle that like that, just to clean up the front, just a touch. And just walk those fingers up. Okay? And voila, we're done. 5-minute haircut. Couple things to remember, kids move, so tell them to be patient. Try to work as kind of quickly as you can. And definitely get all the tangles out. Make it as a kind of comfortable experience for them as you can, because that won't ruin your relationship with your child. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, direct message me. Otherwise, we'll be doing little boys haircut next. Hope you guys are hanging in there. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. Just cut it yourself if you have to. It's okay. We'll see you around when everything gets settled. Okay? So we miss you. We love you. We'll talk to you soon.